Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about you will always have the right to make your own choice. Always. It's not going to be hardly ever a time in life where you don't get to make your own choice. Whether you like the outcome or not, to each his own. But you always get to make your own choice. And what kind of brought me into this subject today was I stay away from the politics shit. I already know what time it is with fucking George Soros, the Bilderberg groups, fucking Rothschild, everything that's going on within the matrix. Left wing, right wing, same bird. Y'all already know how it goes, right? But when it comes to understanding, like, all of the political shit goes into one realm, right? So you don't really have to dive into anything that has to do with, like, creating new spells to cast upon people to have them fighting and bickering back and forth. So politics is a really weird, witchy space. It's like a bunch of witches and warlocks who just hang out and they just fucking go back and forth with each other all day, and then all of us down here is like, oh no, well, they look like good people, so I guess they are good people. Actuality, they are not. They have been going against us the whole time. And you will always have a choice in any decision you make. It is extremely difficult to understand that because you are not always gonna like the consequences, the repercussions, or whatever comes at the end of that stick, right? But it's been so much added witchy shit to the process about, my body, my choice, or this whole daddy won't allow me to, abort any the living, spiritual beings trying to come through. So in my mind, in my spirit world, it's like I knew what Brenda had a baby was before they even brought this shit out. So culturally, my culture is really not the ones that's having the biggest issue with somebody telling them what to do, because people have been trying to tell us what to do. Well, fuck what you saying. Them niggas told me not to speak out, and I still do this shit consistently. You know what I'm saying? We always against the grain. But you have to understand, like, just because they tell you, hey, you are no longer allowed to use this facility to do your shit that you want to do, it's no reason to be mad. It's no reason to be frustrated. It's no reason to be going into this rampage when you think about it. Like, if you didn't go to that building for them to assist helping you get rid of, what you're trying to get rid of, then you would fucking do it at home. But do you see how warped a lot of people are in these spells that, oh, well, they're stopping abortions? Bitch, it's your body, right? Your body, your choice. That's what I be saying, which is weird. You got the same motherfuckers who say, my body, my choice. But then they on the other side of the spectrum like, well, they won't let me get rid of it. These are the people you have to be aware of taking any information from them, because they're so lost in this witchy shit that they don't even know which side is the front side of their chakra or which side is the back side of their chakra. They don't know if they looking at the front or the back part. It's just a space that you really don't even want to dive in. They beings that you should not be debating or arguing with. You shouldn't be doing anything in that field that's going to arouse your energy. Because clearly, if it's your body, your choice, then you wouldn't have a problem with what the fuck they're saying over here. But that's what I be saying about how lost and how witchy people are. I'm not even going to say lost, because we in a day and age in information. There's no more fucking excuses. You not lost. You want to be over there with them witches and warlocks. You want to be disgusted and evil. It's no more excuses for it. None. So that's why I don't have any leeway or like any slack for motherfuckers who try to come around in my space with this witchy shit. The same way I taught myself a rack of new things and still learning a rack of new things, the same way your ass could be tightening up your information and learning actual information and not keep casting the same spells upon somebody. Because we all know the game, the telephone game, monkey or whatever that shit is. I forgot the fucking name of it, but you know the phone game where everybody's in a circle and then you all whisper the message down that the first person started, and it's supposed to stay the same. It's supposed to stay the same. But what they show you with that is, even as kids, we're all being programmed to be so fucking witchy, we can't even keep a goddamn message the same through 10 people, through 15 people, through 20 people. It's not going through 100 or 1,000,000, but it's showing how witchy we are being programmed from our renters, our parents, our living ancestors, whatever title you want to fucking put on it. You know what I'm saying? But we always have a choice. You always have a choice. I didn't think I had a choice on whether I was going to work a bill job or take one of these corporate places or get some fucking piece of paper from their system and say, hey, you're qualified to do this and now you can do your own thing. Fuck all of that. We already knew we could make our own choices when we did shit our parents used to tell us not to do and we still did it, or we did something we wanted to do and we had to maneuver around their energy. You have to take the same approach with these disgusting motherfuckers in charge. Simple process. I see all these weird posts and it's crazy because I gave it a few weeks and I thought that it would be done settled down or died down, but I'm still seeing people posting and talking about it. Like, I don't care if they stop taking the abortion clinics out of my neighborhoods over here where I live. I wouldn't give a fuck. In my mind, if I really wanted to abort something, I would abort it. There's nothing you could do to stop me from aborting it. What could you possibly do? Tupac already showed us, if you have it, hey, Brenda's got a baby. You can, here's a few options you can do if you don't want it, if you have it. If you don't want to go through the process of having it, you keep your fucking legs closed. I talked to somebody about this shit, and everybody always goes to the hypothetical, the fucking anomaly case. Well, what if somebody got raped? Okay, yes, there do have people getting raped. You know, maybe 10 to 20% of the people out here maybe getting, you know, having rape births, you know, but the majority, the 80%, the 90% are not. So that's cool that I know some people have 6 fingers, you know, that is cool, but this isn't solely based on people with 6 fingers. That's not the majority of the population of the world. You know, majority has 10 on both and 5 on one. So I wouldn't focus my energy on, oh, what if somebody got raped? That's a special case. You deal with the special case as it happens. But that's not everybody. My sister was not taken advantage of when she had her kids. Neither was my mama when she had her kids. And I could think of other cousins and siblings that I have that wasn't taken advantage of, that wasn't part of that 6-finger special case. When people bring up them 6-finger special cases, I make sure I put every piece of weapon, energy, and bullet on there to let you know, don't do that shit with me. Do not do that shit with me. Don't be like, well, some cars got 5 wheels. Yes, they do, motherfucker. Some cars do, but most cars have 4 wheels on the ground. The 5th tire is in the trunk, under the car, or on top of the car. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be saying about these spells that they be casting, and then they see how well the spell is doing by shit like the telephone game. We all little kids. We can clearly see, okay, from this generation when we were young, we was definitely being programmed to lie, manipulate, steal, cheat, do all of that shit. All of that shit was cool and fun when we was younger. We wasn't taught and shown how to fucking be honest and do things the right way. And most of the time, we were just told. They wasn't showing us shit. Hey, you go to school and do this. Oh, you should get a job and do that. Okay, but why? You weren't showing me, motherfucker. I'm not at the job with you. We aren't going over all of these tactics and doing these things. No. But you always have a choice. You always have a choice. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing those posts come up about the recent subject about, oh, they telling us we cannot abort anymore. So fucking what, dumbass? Don't have sex. Simple process. That's what I would teach my daughter. I wouldn't have her being like, oh, well, you know, Dad, I just really wanted to get rid of this thing that's in me. And I'd be like, you know what? You shouldn't have opened your fucking legs. Simple process. That's a couple simple process. But y'all, some of these people are so fucking lazy and disgusting that they don't even see that as an option because they're so disgusting on the inside. Why would I keep my legs closed? Yeah, right. That's stupid. And I've had females say shit like this. And it's crazy. It is crazy. And I have a daughter. And I would never want her to be as disgusting as some of these females that's running around saying this shit. If she chooses to take that route, cool. But she cannot be one of them kids that say they didn't have somebody showing them a different route or a better route. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my job to do that part. It's not my job to say, hey, never go down that way. No, it's my job to show the other way. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.